Welcome to a belated Geeks in Space. I know you were chomping at the bit. This is episode 398. I'm Rob Commander Taco Malda, and we're 11 minutes late. I know this is a pretty serious problem to you all. Let's turn off the hello slide and say hello to Chris DeBona.
Hi, I'm Chris DeBona.
And Rob Roseboom.
Hey there.
How you doing today, gentlemen?
I'm fine. Did you move the mouse off the border?
I'm in the process of doing exactly that.
Oh, cool.
All right. And I'll move the mouse into this. I'll move the mouse into the little black square in the corner so that nobody will be like weirded out by it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. You know, I know it's a real thing for you.
Okay. Hi.
All right. Let's see what do we got on the list. Well,
You actually have a lot of really good stories up.
I know.
Well,
I mean, the .org top level domain got sold.
it is kind of disturbing. It's kind of heartbreaking. It's a big change. I remember when .orgs you had to be a nonprofit to get one. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. That definitely was not the case in 1997 because there was nothing about that when I registered that one domain name.
Yeah.
But yeah, did the article say how much money it was? It was a lot.
Somebody said that we have echo in our chat, which is kind of amazing.
Wait, we have a chat? Is it Jake?
Well, yeah. It said fixed. Thanks, Christopher D. It's not me, I assure you, even though my name is Christopher D. He said it's fixed, so we're good.
Right,
Hi. No, it's Chris. There's a Chris, which is admittedly the most common name in the world. So
if Chris has questions, then Chris should definitely ask them to Chris.
Okay, well, let's keep going, shall we?
So, yeah, there's the article. I was looking for a price for .org.
Well, it has $4 signs, so that implies that it's very, very expensive.
That implies $1,000 to $9,999, right?
I think it was more than that.
I bet you're right. I would. I mean, you know my long-standing thing. All I really want is access to the top-level domain name because I want to do shenanigans with it.
Well, you already have it. You just don't own it, right? So the dot is actually a thing.
Right, but I want control over ... so that I can the whole domain can be like satires and parodies and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be great. But you mean like DOT?
Yeah, I want the DOT TLD, but I want full and total control of it granted to me and me alone. Okay. And I want to use the entire thing for satire, for parody, for comedy, for you're not allowed to be legit here.
So do you have $100,000?
I promise you that I have nowhere near $100,000. If you asked me very politely, I might be able to buy the 20-pound turkey instead of the 18-pound turkey for Thanksgiving this year.
I'm not a really big turkey fan. Maybe you can just skip the turkey and spend your $100,000 on turkey on a .dot TLD after the next bidding process. We even released a open source project for hosting TLDs called Nomulus. So you could download that, install it on your favorite Linux machine, and you could be the top level domain registrar for .dot. It's all within your grasp. Your fingers. I
mean, I gotta tell you, it sounds like possibly the least fun thing that I could do with my time.
It'd be a blast. Are you kidding?
Maintaining a TLD of my own.
I mean, you also have to make all these promises about reliability of the root servers, but that's fine. You know,
I'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see a price anywhere on here.
Yeah, it doesn't have one in that article.
Also, how big of a ham could you buy? I'm not into turkey either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pigs only get so big, right? So a $4. Oh, well, actually, you know what? If it's really only 4 digits, that's about in line with a back leg acorn-fed, Iberico aged ham, right? So you could spend 4 digits on.
And don't forget that the Chinese are breeding giant breed hogs now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
they reach almost a ton, you know.
I'm not talking about some weird thing. I'm talking about
was it Korea or Japan where was it giant elephants? There was a movie that came out 2 years ago on Netflix with giant breeding animals.
Was that Dumbo?
No, that was a completely.
That was just ears. That was just big ears.
Right.
Have you had pig ears salad? You know, back when the spotted pig wasn't known for being Mario Batali's rape room. Excuse my being frank about that. They had the best pig ear salad where they would basically slice off little pieces of pig ear, fry them up, and throw them in the salad. It was so good, man. So good.
So the Starlink satellites are messing up all the fine work that amateur astrophotographers are trying to do.
Well, I mean, before they deny us space with the Kessler syndrome, they're going to deny us space photography, you see.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. The picture that's in the article, the sample photo, actually really did make me sad.
Well, I mean, this is classic Elon. I mean, yeah.
Do the thing.
That stinks. Look at that picture. That is heartbreaking.
I mean, I guess when you're taking enough exposures, you can get that out, but
it's long exposure photography, you know, and these people are counting photons for Christ's sakes, you know, and suddenly you've got like, you know, Elon Musk mooning you, basically, you know.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that. I mean, I like the idea of having, you know, relatively inexpensive internet wirelessly transmitted to all parts of the world and unblockable by, let's say, Chinese governments, but you know.
Oh, come on. Do you really think that SpaceX is going to say to the Chinese government, they're not going to do whatever they ask? I mean,
they have a factory there now?
Plant? Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is, I mean, sure, underserved areas in the Middle East and Africa where the governments don't have any control, but like China, India, Indonesia?
Not likely.
Yeah, they're for sure get in line behind Disney and Marvel.
Who was the latest one to shoot down a satellite just to show they could? It was India. Before them, China. Before them, us. So it's like, the Russians did it too. It's like, yeah.
What's the Spanish 16-year-old like coming of age party? Quinceañera, is that the one?
Quinceañera.
Yeah, that's like the thing for your country. Your space exploration organization, Quinceañera, is to blow up somebody's satellite.
Yeah. Putting a satellite up is one thing, but shooting it down, now that's something.
Right. Well, I think that's the thing. It's like we've all put up a satellite just to shoot it down, just to say, hey, check me out, yo. You know, it's kind of a thing. So
I do the same thing with my neighbor kids.
Yeah, you shoot them into space and shoot them down?
Yeah, that's definitely what I meant.
You're a tough guy to have as a neighbor, I think.
Yeah, oh no, it's a tough neighborhood for sure. So Blade Runner happened yesterday.
You know, and I you know, as a Californian orbiting individual, I find it we haven't quite got there yet. There's no spinners. There's no you know, off-world colonies. There's no sex bot clones. You know, it's just not a thing.
Dolph Lundgren is dead.
What? Seriously?
Didn't he die?
No.
Who died?
What do you got against Dolph? Come on.
Yeah, man.
I thought the dude from Blade Runner died. Wasn't that Dolph Lundgren?
No, that was not. God, I can't believe. We should just not be friends.
All right. Well,
I mean, Rutger Hauer.
Rutger Hauer. He died.
He died. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay. Are you telling me that it's such a terrible thing to confuse Dolph Lundgren and Rutger Hauer?
They're very different people.
They're absolutely different people, but that is like confusing like Sylvester Stallone and Jean-Claude Van Damme. They're just like crappy versions of each other.
Is this part of the Voight-Kampff test?
Yeah,
I think what's going on? I think that's what's going on here. I mean, because like, you know, if I were a turtle, sure.
Yeah,
but
don't ask me about a tortoise.
I'll tell you about my record. Oh, we got an echo again. Let's see if that works.
I blame technology.
I'm going to mute and unmute.
We'll miss you while you're gone. Quick, while he's gone, let's talk shit about him.
Well, he's not really gone. He just isn't talking.
Oh, I don't even know what that feels like.
All right, what else we got? I have a very important thing. So, trailer for A Christmas Prince, the Royal Baby is out. Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with the Christmas Prince story. It's like the Hallmarky thing on Netflix. But this is the third one. And it's actually an incredibly brave science fiction show.
What?
Okay. Yeah, no, hear me out. So it's got Rose McIver, who we all love from iZombie, right? So she's a zombie princess, and she's about to have a zombie princess baby, right? And her mother-in-law is the Borg Queen, Alice Krieg, right?
Okay.
I mean, this is serious business. And her other mother, her mother, not mother-in-law, is Ursa from the Superman 2. Right?
Oh wow.
So we've got a
too?
Kryptonian. Well, I haven't seen any of Zod yet. We have a Kryptonian. We have a Star Trek Borg Queen. We've got a zombie. I mean, this could be the best Christmas prince ever.
But the question is, can the Borg inhabit undead flesh?
Well, I mean, this is the question. I think they can. I mean, because if you think about it, they're constantly like reaping flesh and using them. I mean, they're kind of a zombie race. But I mean,
right. But
right? So
yeah.
I've always thought that the Borg kind of were zombies.
Well,
yeah,
they're techno zombies, kind of.
Techno zombies, and they're constantly dropping the base. It's true.
Yes.
Don't drop the base. We're gonna get feedback.
Yeah.
Also, Borg rave, worst rave ever.
Ooh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
It'd be like
they all just sort of shamble around.
Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, it's got a guy from Supernatural, so you have a supernatural guy. You've got a guy from Vikings, so you have a whole Northern Waters thing going on. So
what you're saying is all these actors were in other things.
No. They're playing their characters from the other things in this. I see. Which is why everyone should, I guess, watch. So here's the thing.
You're lying.
I'm lying.
Okay.
And I adored iZombie. You have to realize, but every single person in this show is like, they're all Uncanny Valley actors. Like, I'm not quite sure I'm not watching a rendering of people.
Like they're the sort of people who are just a little bit too pretty.
Oh, they're just on the wrong side of pretty for a movie or TV. It's really hard to explain.
See, that's what I feel like with
every. They're real. I think they're fake. I think they're all fake. I think they've all lizard people.
Rob, you'll be proud of me. I deleted Batwoman from my upcoming watching of shows. I'm done.
But what are you going to do when Crisis of Infinite Earths happens? You're going to have to watch one episode of it.
I will watch that one episode, I am friggin' done with that show. It is garbage.
What happened?
It's here's what
there's no Borg Queen in it.
There's no Borg Queen. So the gal in it who looks like Courtney Love, like the doll princess girl.
Yes, but I don't think you're supposed to say gal.
Oh, is gal offensive?
No. I think gal's okay.
Okay.
I use gal when I don't know the age range of the person that I'm talking about.
It's okay to say guys and gals and non-specific genders.
Well, let's ask Chris in the channel what he thinks. I'm sure he's qualified.
He's probably gone.
Long gone. No, so they loaded up the last week on Batwoman thing, and they showed a shot of that girl, and I was like, oh, that's right, she's in this. She's even worse than Batwoman, and I immediately backed out and closed the show. I'm done.
Is it Rachel Skarsten?
I don't know what the name of the actress or the character's name is.
She was in Lost Girl, right?
She was Batwoman's lost sister in the show.
Okay.
And just awful, like every aspect of that show.
What does she look like?
In the show, she looks like a blonde ice princess, sort of.
She does look a lot like 1992 Courtney Love.
Right, that's what I was saying. She looks like she's got that princess, that fallen princess style.
Yeah, okay.
Did you see the versus bracket that I put up?
I didn't click through.
It's actually an XKCD, and I just wanted to go through a few of these with you because it's just your basic, March Madness style bracket. Cool. But it has Kramer versus Kramer, Ford versus Ferrari, the People versus Larry Flint, Joe versus the Volcano, Marge versus the Monorail.
That's great.
It's great, and I would actually think that maybe we should play this out, see who wins.
Is there an interactive version of this that we can click through?
No, I don't think so. It seems like though a lot of times with the XKCD, Randall does like some weird technical thing with it, but it doesn't seem to be that's the case.
Huh. I think he just left this where it was, but we should work it through. So Kramer and then Ford v Ferrari.
I think that it's going to be a close one between Kramer and Kramer, but I think Kramer's going to win.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring up a notepad.
Well, clearly the world wins, right? Because
wait. Okay,
as soon as the world loses, everything else loses.
You guys are killing me. You're jumping around. Stop jumping around.
Well, we're never going to do all 32 of these.
Oh, we are. Ford v Ferrari, go.
Ferrari is cooler.
It depends on if you're straight line or you're turning.
No, too late. People versus Larry Flint.
Larry Flint won in that movie.
Yeah, definitely Flint. Joe v. the volcano. Joe.
Strangely enough, Joe beat the volcano.
He did, because the people of Wapani Wu were not sufficiently dedicated to killing him.
Also,
King Kong versus Godzilla. It's got to be Godzilla.
Godzilla got to win.
King Kong won. Sorry.
Nope. Too late.
It's true.
This is our truth. Freddy v. Jason. They're both shitty.
Rob's going to have an opinion there.
No, it was the stalemate as well, but Jason really won.
Okay, we'll go with Jason. Here, Jason. He won your heart. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Dracula beats Frankenstein every time.
Dracula. He's got more style. Alien v. Predator.
Predator beats Alien. You have to kill an alien to become a predator.
Okay, cool. Marvel v. Capcom. Marvel. Marge v. Monorail. Marge.
No, the Monorail won.
You think Monorail? All right.
Yeah, didn't they build it?
That's kind of a Shelbyville idea. Justice League v. Teen Titans.
The Justice League clears up the Teen Titans. Yeah. Way more people.
Versus Caesar.
I don't even know what that is. So.
I don't know who Asterix is.
It's Super French, guys. Batman v Superman.
Please, Superman.
Superman would really win, but in every comic book, Batman would, because fanboys are weird.
Yeah,
they're super weird. Scott Pilgrim v. the World.
Again, the world beats everything.
Yeah, hard to win.
Well, I'm assuming we're talking about the world, the cruise ship. Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Oh, Giant Octopus kills the Mega Shark easy.
Octopus. And then Plants v. Zombies. I think it's Plants, right?
I'd put my money on Zombies.
Yeah, I think Plants win, but Plants play a really long game.
Okay, Kramer versus Ferrari. Who wins?
Ferrari.
We have to stop this. Because this is going to last another 15 minutes.
If you keep talking, Flint versus Joe. Joe versus Flint. Go.
Joe.
Okay. Godzilla versus Jason. Godzilla. Dracula versus Predator.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Predator.
You think?
Marvel versus Monorail. Marvel versus Monorail.
Marvel's got to win.
Yeah. Marvel. Yeah. It's Justice League versus Asterix.
Justice League. Superman versus the world.
I don't know. He spun around the world, made it go back in time, but the world also
made the Earth his bitch.
I'm gonna say I don't like Superman much. So what do you think? World, Superman.
Yeah, where is he gonna go? I mean,
yeah, it's true. I mean, Krypton.
Yeah, really, it's gone. Octopus versus zombies.
Oh, Octopus.
Octopus for sure.
Octopus. Okay, coming out of behind there. Octopus. All right, Ferrari versus Joe.
Ferrari's gonna squish him.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I like Joe though.
Godzilla versus Predator.
Oh, Godzilla's gonna win that.
All right. Yeah. Marvel versus Justice League.
Ooh.
Marvel
wins. That's been proven time and time again.
World versus Octopus.
World.
Yeah, Octopus has no place to go.
All right, we're down to the last two. Ferrari versus Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Marvel versus World.
Marvel owns the world.
Marvel, yeah. Okay, Godzilla versus Marvel.
Marvel wins. They actually had that comic book.
Yeah.
Shoot. Oh, Marvel won. There you go. We're done.
We did it. It turned out it was easy.
Yeah.
Because they made like $22 billion with that franchise alone.
Yes. But really, that much? I thought. All right. Yeah.
Looney Tunes, how much money they've made? Maybe not 22 billion, but a lot. I mean, what they made like 3 or 4 billion just on the last Avengers.
It's way more than Looney Tunes, for sure.
So I have to tell you, there's another YouTube channel. It's like it's not One Last Midnight. It's anyway. The thing is, they figured out that with the most recent Joker making $1 billion
without China,
that it's actually probably the highest grossing superhero show in history, even more than Avengers, because Avengers cost so much to make or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, in terms of sheer profit, it's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it's completely Looney Tunes, like proportionally.
But if you're going to play that game, then you have to start putting things like Blair Witch or Clerks.
Or Primer. Yeah.
Or Primer. Yeah, Primer's going to win, although Primer didn't make any money.
It didn't make any money. It's true.
Despite being a movie that I literally watch about once every 18 months.
It's so good. Yeah.
All right. The last fun one that we've got on the list is a human was actually put into suspended animation.
Okay. So
yeah, I have questions about that.
I also did.
Does it mean they just cryopreserved him, or?
I mean, because when they do a lot of heart surgery, they will pretty much do that. They'll put you on the machine, cool your blood, so it slows down all your processes. Is that what they did?
Basically, it's cool though. This is neat. The patient's brain activity almost completely stops.
And they've done a lot of research
they are then disconnected from the cooling system in their body, which would otherwise be classified as dead, is moved into the operating theater. The surgical team has
they're basically doing
injuries before they're warmed up and their heart restarted. So they're being put on ice while they work. That's cool.
I like it. Can I have that be done whenever my children are causing mischief in my home?
Sure, you can do that right now. All you have to do is go out your back door and jump in the lake. Eventually, you'll die in the cold water. We'll pull you out, and your brain will be good for up to an hour.
And Rob will be there as soon as he's done cleaning his carpet from the lotion mishap with the dog.
Yeah.
He'll pull you out.
Lotion mishap with the dog.
Yeah, it's best we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
I think that might be the title of this episode.
Best we don't talk about it, or the lotion incident with the dog.
Lotion incident. It's so funny. It's super gross. It's
super gross, and it's so much worse not knowing any real detail.
Kind of dumb. I mean, they'll eat anything that you leave out, and
it turns out I'm going to need baby wipes to clean it up. So says the internet.
But but your carpet afterwards will be very soft.
Yeah, and will smell faintly of lavender and dog
lanolin. Yeah. Maybe it's the lanolin that attracted your dog to the lotion.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because it's like a sheep byproduct. Maybe. Do you have a sheepdog?
No, I have Newfoundlands.
Oh man. Okay.
So by volume, you have more dog than most people.
Yes, we have like 300 pounds of dog in this house. That's a lot of dog.
You displace a lot of animal with that much.
It is a lot of dog.
Well, gentlemen, is there any good movies coming out this weekend before we go away? Trying to let's see. Frozen 2 is coming out this week.
Oh yeah. Electric Boogaloo.
The Revenge.
I'll see it because I'm lame.
Wait, so did they call it like the defrosting or something like, frozen food related? Like
Frozen 2 on ice.
Frozen 2 on ice. Now that's actually probably Frozen on ice is already a thing. You know that, right? That's like a Disney thing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What I'm actually looking forward to? It's November 27. Knives Out is coming out. That looks cool.
Oh, I want to see that. That'll be so cool, man. That'll be a great movie.
And I think that for Tuesday, we should make sure we're all caught up on The Mandalorian so we can really dig into Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I had never heard that. Well, part of my problem was I don't think of the other Star Wars movies, just the first 3. And until you brought up the conspiracy theory about Baby Yoda, I had no idea that was a thing. And that makes it a little bit worse for me, to tell you the truth.
I hear you.
What I liked about it was how simple it was. It was just basically a Western set in the Star Wars world, without a lot of that crap that was attached to it. So,
it's stripped down.
Yeah.
It also really feels like, and Dave Filoni from the Clone Wars is heavily involved in the show too, but it really feels like an episode of the Clone Wars. There's tons of episodes of the Clone Wars where it's just like, let's follow a character for 20 minutes and some calm things will happen, you know, and it's not always crazy and insane, and it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
at the same time, the idea
I'm
of
right there with you, Rob, regarding Baby Yoda. In the first episode, when that thing showed up, I was like, okay, one of two things here. This is going to be the most horrible thing that has ever happened to Star Wars, thus destroying the last great mystery in all of Star Wars. But then episode 2 came along, and Baby Yoda is the cutest freaking thing in the universe, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
oh, no. Wait. There's a thing we have to acknowledge. It's a Muppet Baby.
Yeah,
Baby.
Remember the Muppet Baby show?
I do.
Like, this is literally a Muppet Baby.
It is.
Muppet Baby Yoda.
It's so
There's going to be like a Gonzo. There's going to be a Kermit. There's going to be a Miss Piggy. All of them will be in The Mandalorian. Mark my words.
That's not true.
The pig-looking guy in the cantina was of the same race.
The Formarian guards?
Yes, as Miss Piggy, right? I mean,
I don't think Kermit? That's true.
I mean, that picture of Kermit as like a Jedi, he was a Jedi. Oh shit! What if Kermit is just like a version of Yoda?
Well, I can't wait until Gizmo shows up and there's a Gremlins crossover where Baby Yoda has to fight the Mogwai.
That'd be fantastic.
I think the exact word is fantastic. Baby Yoda versus Mogwai.
Baby Yoda.
That might end up being the title of the episode. It coming in close with the lotion mishap. All right, folks. I'm going to put up the goodbye slide.
Do it.
Saying goodbye to my guests, Mr. Chris DeBona.
See ya.
And goodbye to Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye.
Fare thee well, Internet. I'm Rob Commander Takamalda. This has been episode 398 of Geeks in Space. Smash the subscribe, like, friend, happy, joy button, and then goodbye.
Goodbye.